Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio for this upcoming week in March. Because it's a general love reading, it can apply to just about anything. Relationships, work situations, family situations, you name it. Also be flexible with the energy. You may feel like I'm reading for you. You could also potentially feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention is always to reach the people who need this message and who will benefit the most from the message. So take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. And after about one more shuffle, we'll get started and see what's going on for Scorpio for this upcoming week. Also, if you're new or unfamiliar to my channel, this is Carmilla. She's going to hang out for your reading today. She's been relatively well behaved so far, aside from her usual pooping. She has been pretty well behaved, so we'll see. Here we go, Scorpio. We're going to start off with the Four of Wands in reverse, paired with the Eight of Cups. Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse. The Five of Cups. The Ten of Wands. And the Three of Swords. Holy cow, Scorpio, really? So we have a lot of grief and heavy energy on the table. Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Five of Cups. So I feel like I'm reading for this Queen of Swords, so this could be you, Scorpio, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. But I feel like this person is dealing with a significant amount of grief right now. Maybe feeling a little imbalanced. Might be feeling like they're a little bit too much in their head. Might be acting a little irrationally. Might be a difficult individual to communicate with right now because I feel like this person is dealing with a significant amount of pain. They're carrying a heavy load of pain right now. So if this is you, Scorpio, and you're trying to maintain a sense of balance or trying to stay calm, I think that you're finding it very difficult to do that. You might be having trouble communicating with other people or feeling like you're acting or thinking in a rational manner. Because I feel a significant amount of grief right now. I can't tell right now what this is pertaining to, whether it's a relationship, job situation, but there was some kind of misstep or possibly some kind of little failure that happened in the recent past or something that you're dealing with that is very challenging. The Queen of Swords can indicate somebody who is highly intelligent, but in the reverse, she can be a very cruel and cutting individual. Somebody who uses her words to hurt rather than to help or communicate clearly. This could also indicate someone who's just not communicating, someone who is refusing to interact or talk. So it's possible you may have tucked yourself away to keep to yourself, to keep away from others, maybe with an understanding that you know where your head is at right now. Because I feel like you're trying to recover from something. I feel like you're in the process of dealing with some kind of aftermath or some kind of consequences that may have occurred that have you feeling like things are pretty rough right now for you, Scorpio. So let's get some more cards out here. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. The Three of Wands in reverse. The Star in reverse. the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords again. Oh my God. The Four of Cups in reverse. And the King of Cups. So this definitely has to do with a relationship. Someone who's very significant, somebody who's very close to you. This relationship has become very unstable, possibly broken. But I feel like this person is someone who could be a romantic partner, but someone who has been in a relationship with you for a very long time. Or this could be somebody from the past. It feels like you're probably, you and or this other person is dwelling on some painful memories. A significant amount of grief. And it might be surrounding some kind of deceit. Some deception, some wrongdoings. Either by or to this Queen of Swords. Now, the more I'm looking at this, especially with this King of Cups out here in the upright position, it feels like this Queen of Swords is responsible for something that went wrong, or did something wrong, or acted in a manner to hurt somebody, deceived somebody. Seven of Swords can indicate lies, criminal activity, deception on any level. And again, Scorpio, this can represent you or the person that you're dealing with. We have this King of Cups on the table who's clarifying the Three of Swords. So the King of Cups is somebody who's extremely loving and compassionate, willing to show emotions, loves those that he is close to unconditionally, is not afraid to express himself, can be a very intimate and loyal partner or friend, family member, whatever this relationship was. But this person is experiencing some grief at the hands of this Queen of Swords, I feel. I might change my mind as I get more cards out here, but right now, it feels like this Queen of Swords might be responsible for something that went very, very wrong within this relationship. It's possible there were some certain expectations regarding this relationship, like that it would be beneficial and good for both parties. Again, this feels like it could be a romantic partnership, but it could be anything. Whatever occurred has left one or both parties feeling a significant lack of hope, that there may not be any hope in recovering from this, or any hope in reconciling or repairing what's happened within this connection. It's possible this Queen of Swords is feeling remorseful. Maybe has admitted or knows what she's done. It does feel like she's responsible for the Seven of Swords energy. And she's dwelling in some shadow energy right now. It feels like she might be feeling remorseful or stuck in her head about this, or trying to figure out how to make things right. Let's get some more cards out. So we have the Six of Cups again in reverse. And there's the Queen of Swords again. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is ready to move on, or ready to move away from the situation, ready to get out from underneath it. She might feel like there's no hope to resolve the conflict or to make things better. She may have expressed that or communicated that to this King of Cups, that she doesn't expect him, maybe she doesn't expect him to accept an apology or to be able to come back from whatever's occurred between these two. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Swords. The Hanged Man in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Sun in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, now after this third set of cards came out, I'm getting a sense that this Queen is maybe trying to escape a situation or leave a situation because she knows that she's done something wrong or she's deceived this King in some way, and I don't think that she wants to admit what she's done. I think instead what she wants to do is get away. I think she wants to release herself of this relationship, but also release herself of the responsibility for admitting what she's done or what's taken place that has caused some significant grief in this relationship, because she is deeply in her head about this. She's grieving this, but she wants to let it go. She wants to probably pretend it never happened. I get the feeling like she's in this state of trying to escape. That she is willing to just give everything up and say, you know what, I messed this up, but there's no hope to recover, so I just want to get out. I want to go on my merry way and start again, start over, pretend this never happened. I just get the strong sense that she is trying to, or wants to leave this all behind so she doesn't have to face the truth. Because I think that this King's been left with a certain lack of clarity. He might be trying to figure out what happened, or trying to make sense of what's occurred with little to no communication, or a lack of communication or miscommunication on this Queen's part. And I think he's just been left to deal with the aftermath with maybe a lack of clarity, or not quite understanding what's going on. Maybe not even sure of what's happened or why this Queen is reacting or acting the way that she is. Because this King in the upright position, I mean, he still has significant amount of love and compassion and loyalty that I feel that he feels towards this Queen. But this Queen is ready to throw her hands up in the air and get the hell out. I feel like she just wants to let it all go, not face reality, and just get out as fast as she can so she can leave it all behind her. But what she's going to do as a result of that is she's going to leave this person, this King of Cups, in the dark and dealing with the aftermath by himself. And if she doesn't give him any clarity as to what has happened, he's going to be left wondering. And that all by itself, not knowing why or not understanding why someone is doing what they're doing, can be a very painful thing to deal with. Just not having the answers and being left with a lack of clarity is enough to drive anybody mad. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Scorpio. So we have the Six of Wands in reverse, clarifying the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Cups in reverse again for the third time in your underlying energy. So something went deeply, deeply wrong within this relationship. And this is not just your average everyday relationship. This is a deep connection, a significant connection. With the Six of Cups out here 3 times in reverse, this could be a relationship of longevity. This could be a family member. But it feels like it's just been destroyed. Queen of Cups. 2 of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords, clarifying the Seven of Swords. Oh my gosh. The Page of Pentacles again in reverse. 4 of Cups in the upright position, clarifying the 4 of Cups in reverse. And the Tower, clarifying this King. So, it's almost like this Queen of Swords has maybe been in denial for a certain period of time or to a certain level, and has just realized or awakened to the fact that she has really wronged this person or done something severely wrong or deceitful. I mean, I don't know if I've ever had, well, I'm sure I have, but I mean, I don't know what that is. I don't know what this could possibly be, but it feels really, really, really harsh. I think that this queen at one time had significant love for this king, or has, but now has lost hope for the relationship, and I think it's because of what she's realized she's done, or what she realized has happened, and there is no other choice but to leave this behind. And the potential for this 10 of Cups, for this relationship to recover from this, I think that at least this queen feels like it's just not going to happen. I think this queen wants to leave this behind. 8 of Cups can indicate walking away from a very emotional or difficult emotional situation. The demise of this relationship, the crumbling of its foundation, the failure of the relationship. So, I feel like this king might be left in the dark. Maybe he thinks he knows what happened, or maybe he's completely clueless. Whatever the case may be, I think there's enough of uncertainty that he is more heartbroken about not knowing what the hell is going on than anything else. Again, Scorpio, I don't know which of these characters you are. If you're this king, I feel really bad for you. I don't know what to say other than I know how difficult it can be to be kept in the dark, and having someone that you care for, someone that you're close to, someone that you love and trusted, to abandon you and leave you behind. Without any explanation or clarity, I know what that feels like. If you're this Queen of Swords, I have the feeling that you have a deep understanding as to what has gone wrong and your responsibility in the situation. And I do feel the sense that you're trying to escape from it. Honestly, Scorpio, if this is you, it's not the answer. Let's get this last round out. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. The 4 of Pentacles, again, this time in the upright position. The Emperor in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. The 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Wands in reverse. So there's definitely a lack of communication with this king. and he is at a standstill right now. There are obstacles standing in his way with regard to recovering or healing from the situation. And he has no other choice but to carry this burden and try to deal with it the best that he can. I feel like there's a significant amount of insecurity and fear surrounding this Queen of Swords. Probably facing the situation, communicating, maybe admitting what went wrong, or coming clean, whatever that looks like for this Queen of Swords. Whatever the case may be, she's given up hope, and she's not going to come forward. She also feels like she is powerless to repair what happened or resolve what happened. What are you doing? Biting me, and it hurts. Please stop. This is a very devastating reading, Scorpio. I almost don't want to post it. I don't feel like the Queen of Swords would be watching a video like this, because I feel like she is probably engulfed in some pretty serious and harsh shadow energy right now. And I mean, it's possible, I suppose, but I personally just can't imagine somebody dealing with something like this, sitting down and watching a tarot reading on YouTube. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So it's possible that the King of Cups is watching this, and if the King of Cups is Scorpio, I can't tell from the cards what this person did. I can tell that they are, I'm going to take this card, that this person is aware of the pain that they have caused and feeling like they're incapable of admitting it, and definitely feel like there's no way to come back from this. So the easiest thing for this Queen of Swords to do is to get the hell out. It is the cowardly thing to do, but it's what this person is capable of right now, because they are incapable of coming forward and coming face to face with reality and admitting what's happened and what they've done. So, and we have the Four of Water, which is the Four of Cups that came out in reverse, came out twice in your reading. So we've got it as your final card from the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck. If I were you and you are this King of Cups, Scorpio, I wouldn't expect any communication. And I know that's difficult to hear, but it is indicating in your outcome cards that might be what you're waiting for, is some kind of communication, or hoping this person will come forward and work with you to work things out or come to terms with what's happened. But I don't see that will happen in the near future. And I'm not going to say that's definitive. Obviously, maybe you could reach out if you have a way of connecting with this person. But I don't think this Queen of Swords is going to come forward. At least not right now. So let's see what this Four of Water has to say. If it's in the reverse, it's a potential blockage. is it? Four of water. Where are you? At the very end. I kept thinking it was at the front. Okay. So the potential blockage is just about, it's about a half a page. And I'll display the card in the upright for you. Scorpio, here we go. You are worthy and deserving of all that you dream of, but remember, so is everyone else. What if your joy comes at the expense of another person? Can you stand tall and proud and have respect for yourself if your happiness carries the price of another person's heartbreak or failure? Can you take genuine delight in your circumstances? Unintentional actions that cause hurt are one thing and can be forgiven, but what if the emotional consequences of an act done with awareness and intent? The Four of Water, when it appears reversed, cautions you against vanity, arrogance, selfishness, and self-importance, and symbolizes a need to look yourself in the eyes. Are you about to choose a path that leads to another's distress or downfall? If the answer is yes, be mindful of the act that the universal law of cause and effect will hold court and sit in judgment. As always, there will be reward and consequence offered if your choice is to continue forward, knowing that you may bring emotional anguish to another. Be sure that the reward is far greater than the price you may end up paying. If you are at a crossroads, don't do it. You still have the opportunity to answer no and have your actions reflect that choice. So I think this represents probably what's occurred to the King of Cups, not something that's happening because of the King of Cups. I think that there was some intentions by this Queen, purposeful intentions that obviously caused hurt, pain, suffering to this King of Cups. And I think this Queen has a clear understanding of the repercussions of what she's decided to do, say, whatever actions she took. I think she has an understanding of how painful and hurtful this was and is. I don't know. I don't see a solution. I don't see any steps forward. I feel like this may not even be a helpful reading, Scorpio. I'm a little wary of posting it again because I'm not sure how helpful this will be, but I'm going to go ahead and post it because I think maybe at least somebody needs to see it. Maybe if it's even confirming some of your feelings or emotions or some suspicions that you've had regarding the situation. If you're the King of Cups, you were definitely wronged. And I don't necessarily see that this Queen is going to come forward and admit anything to you or try to reconcile or anything like that, at least at this point in time. So I'm going to leave this here, Scorpio. I wish the best for you. I hope that you're able to take something away from this reading. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Scorpio.